Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about how to create our first JMeter test. Okay, and previous video I explained like how to install our JMeter into our Windows and go through that video and we can able to understand that how to install and all, and you can go come to that JMeter and open for JMeter bat file. Okay, once you open this one and it will open that entire JMeter. Then second step we need to do for creating a test plan. Test plan means what is test plan means the test plan is where you add elements required for your JMeter test. It stores all the elements like a thread group, logical controllers, and sample generator, generating controllers, listeners, times, assertions, and configuration elements. And there are the corresponding settings required to run your desired tests. Okay, here the test plan, what all the things you are seeing, right? This all the things like we can able to rename that test plan, and we can able to what all the values are required for that, all the things we can able to store here the variables, and we can able to run that thread group consequently, and we can able to function, we can able to add the variables, and we can able to right click this one, you can able to see so many thread group and configuration, listeners, times, processor, post processor, assertions, test fragmentation, non-test elements. These all the things we can able to add into our test plan. Okay, and third step is creating a thread group. Okay, before going to creating thread group, we can able to change the name my first test case. Okay, and after that you can able to click anywhere, or you can able to save this one, and wherever you want to create and save that location, you can able to go ahead and save to your location. And I'm going to here my name, and I'll create my documentation place, and here I'm going to save for my first JMeter, JMeter. That inside the JMeter I'm going to store this file. Okay, once I save the file, just right clicking and clicking for thread group. In that thread group we can able to click for thread group only. Okay, here what will happen in the thread group, basically thread group is an elements or initialize the steps from JMeter test plan. A number of thread users can be defined in the thread group. Each thread simulations a real user request to the server under a test. If you set the number of thread as a 20, JMeter will create a simulation 20 virtual users during the load testing. Here, if you create the number of threads from the user, if you create a 10 users, then it will create 10 virtual user for that request, and we can able to here thread group continue, like in case if that request having some error, if you want to continue then it will go for continue, and if you want to start next thread loop then it will start one, and if you want to stop enter test. These are the options it will present based upon our requirement, we can able to do it. And thread properties like number of users declaration, ramp up how many seconds we need to ramp that thread group, and loop count, if you tick mark for this one, infinity times it will loop it, otherwise we can able to declare how many times we need to deal that. Okay, each time like the same user and each iteration we need to do it, or different user we can able to define that, specifying the thread life cycle we can able to do it. Okay, and this we can able to rename for users. Okay, and then once we create a for thread group, then we need to create one sample, adding a sample http request to just for checking for sample http. And we have so many options here. To see this all the things we'll go for later videos. I'll explain one by one. And here I'm going to take for small example like http request. Once we click the http request, we can able to rename, or you can able to use same name depend upon your request. Okay, even in case your test case saying that get n number of users, or verifying that particular home page, whatever it may be, you can able to use that name only. Okay, now in this session we are going to verifying for and JMeter JMeter application. Okay, we are going for verifying only for JMeter only. Okay, now here what will happen, we can able to provide the protocol. If you are not providing any protocol like HTTP or HTTPS, by default it will take for HTTP. Okay, now if your server name or IP address means, if you have a IP address, then you can provide here. Otherwise you can able to provide this name. Okay, and our protocol is HTTPS, and we provide here. Okay, no need to provide this backslash here. In case here you can able to provide, in case if you are verifying that JMeter homepage, you need to backslash, you need to provide here. Otherwise if you want to go and verify for that remaining like download session also, then you need to copy paste entire this link and paste into here. Okay, and you can provide that JMeter web page. Okay, and just we are going to verifying JMeter web page. Now we created for HTTP request, but we need to verify our result, correct? And we need to verify our result means we need to add for listeners. We need to add listener. The fifth step is add listeners. Okay, up to fourth point we done for sample creation for HTTP, and verifying that sample request which we are going to run the page. To verifying that we are going to adding for listeners. Okay, just right click on thread group and go to assertions, and not assertion, listeners, sorry, listeners. There is a view result tree. Click view result tree, and here again one more time listeners, and I'm going to add for table format. In these two things I'm going to adding. Okay, and we need to run for sixth point is we need to run our test. We can able to do a number of ways. One is right click and start thread group. Okay, or else go to run and start, or control R, and you can able to see control R also we can able to click, or else we can able to click this one. Okay, once you start this one, and it will by default it will start it, and you can able to see that is a count, it is started and it is provided, and it stopped also. And once you come to inside, and you can able to click this one table, it's a tree format. And if you see the table format, and which is a sample creation one, and user one, and JMeter web page, and sample time, how much time it is taken, status is pass or fail, and byte format, and send byte, and legacy, and connection time, how much time it is connected into that particular browser. Okay, if you coming to that view result as a tree type, and you can able to click here, and you can able to see sample result, it will gives the same output here. And also we can able to see a request, which request we done. Okay, downloaded JMeter JPG CGI. Okay, and get operation, no cookies are presented. And you can able to see here the response body, which is the response body is coming from application, that all the response we can able to see into here a response data place. We can response body response data inside that, response body. We can able to see response headers, what all the headers are presented. HTTP is 1.1 200 OK. Status we got correct. These all the things we can able to see into view tree. Okay, and come to thread group, and if I'm going to initiating at 10 users, and at 10 users I'm going to run it, and it will run for 10 times. Okay, the 10 times 10 users it will run, and it is done very fast. We can able to see 20 seconds in 2 seconds once. And previous what happened, I declare like 1 second, right? It is milliseconds it is taken and it is run and everything, and we can't see the properly that users completion, right? Now this many times it is created, and we can able to delete the logs also. If you click this one, it will delete in the particular tree place. If you want to delete, you can able to do logs, you can clear all. Once you clear all means all the two places you can able to see it is a cleared. Okay, and I mentioned thread, and as well as here I'm going to run, and you can able to see here this many times it is creating, correct? The count and type, and each time it is hitting and it is getting the sample result, and you can able to see here this many real time scenarios we are going to get for the logs. Okay, the graphical result and the recording playback and everything we'll discuss in the next videos. This is just for sample creation for the JMeter test case. I hope you understand this video. If you like this video, please like my video and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.